In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Mastra. Mastra is an agent framework that is built in TypeScript. It's designed for you to be able to build agents pretty quickly. It has a bunch of things. Now, I came across this while I was exploring Replit Agent 3. This is a new agent released by Replit for building applications. And they released a new feature called Agents and Automations. Now, I'm going to drop a link to my video that is talking about how to actually build using Agent 3. So in today's video, I'm going to be exploring this particular framework. I thought it was interesting that they use this. So I just want to understand exactly what the framework is about. So we're going to install it and then we're going to go through it and see how to build the agents. And we'll just take some of the examples on their website. This is how we install it. But before we actually go ahead and do this, let's explore what this is about. So it has a /agent. So this is for building agents that execute tasks. So from what I can see here, it's an agent that gives you access to different AI providers. It has some memory, which is always important when you're building agents. And managing memory is always a challenging thing. So they have some kind of eval tooling. There's tool calling as well. So tool calling here allows you call function. They also have a way for you to host MCP servers. If you want to host your MCP servers, you can definitely do that here. All right. So the next one they have here are workflows, and workflows are basically state machines built with inbuilt tracing. So this is some kind of workflow tool. Now in Replit Agent 3, they showed some kind of automation or workflow tool as well. So this might be sort of the foundation of it, and maybe they might have added their own UI on top of it. So this is for workflow. So it says it has a control flow. So if you've used something like LangGraph, they typically have these flow where you could sort of orchestrate how agents behave. So different branching, chaining, merging, conditional execution built on X state. All right. So you could basically have a step and then have, different sort of I think deciders are basically like conditionals, but agents that sort of route the flow to different other agents or different tool calls and things of that nature. That's typically what these workflows look like. And they also have RAG. So this is for sort of the tooling for ingesting data and retrieving data. So they have that as well. And then they have ops, which is for metrics, evals, and tracing. So this is an all-in-one framework that makes it easy for you to build agents. So let's go ahead to install this and actually build something in it. So let's look at their documentation, see what's going on, and see maybe there's an example we can explore here. So it's using Vercel AI SDK under the hood, which is very smart because AI SDK has very powerful tooling. Let's just go do an example. So let's open up our cursor. And here we're just going to throw in npm create Mastra latest, and it wants us to proceed. Okay, so yeah, my Mastra app. I'm just going to say hello world here. Okay, so it's installing the dependencies here, installing Mastra. All right, so I can see that it's setting up a node application in here. So it's where should we create Mastra files in SRC? That's fine. Raise an OpenAI, enter OpenAI key. All right, so the cd hello world, and this npm run dev. All right, so we run the project, so we can see the project is right here. So there's a playground here. All right, so our agent is working. So this is a weather agent. You can see the system prompt on the right hand side. You could add more information to it, it seems. And then you can see it's, what model it's using. You can change that model to use something else. Memory is on. There's a get weather tool. So there is a tool section as well that shows you all the different tools that you have in here. And then you have a bunch of MCP servers that you can configure. You can find information about it. Okay, and then you have workflows. And this is the weather workflow. So there's a two-step workflow. You have observability, runtime context, and then you have a bunch of templates that you could work with. Then next up, you register the agent, index.ts. Okay, so we have the weather agent here. We can decide to have our hello agent, and we can add our hello agent as such. And we should go back to our hello agent and just make sure it's called hello agent, just to make it much easier. And we go back to the index, make sure everything is fine. So save that. Okay, so now let's go back and see what we have. So now in our playground, when we refresh, okay, so we see two agents up here. So they're both named weather agent each, but I can go back and change their name. So go back to my hello agent and just make sure it has the name hello agent as its name. Okay, so hello agent. Okay, so let's see what an agent is made up of. So an agent is has a name, has a set of instructions, has a model, and has a bunch of tools, memory, storage, URL. Okay, so you could always import a tool from the toolkit. So let's look at the tools that we have here. So we have a weather tool right here. What's interesting is that they've provided this user interface for you to actually go take a look at what's actually happening as you're building, so you could see the tools. So let's try this and submit. Okay, amazing. So this tool is working. So you could define your tools and have them here. So let's go back and run one of the agents and say, help me find the weather in Ottawa. Let's see. And it's calling the weather tool. It passes location Ottawa to it, and then it shows me the response. So that's essentially how the agents are being designed. And it has memory. I can say comfortably, probably the best way to use this is just to use it through Replits, if I'm being honest, because every time you use the agent and automation piece, you are actually building an agent. And you could just basically say, I want to build an agent, that is able to find the latest AI news and send that to me via a Slack message every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. Okay, so we can do that. Let's see what it does here. So, and this is using Mastra behind the scenes. So that's what I wanted to show you. That's why I was checking it out to see how it works. So I think if you're someone who wants to build something and you don't want to mess around with the code, still important to kind of understand what's going on in here. And that's why I wanted to take a look at it, see how things are built. There's quite a lot of stuff to build out. Maybe in a future video, I'm going to be building out a project on it and seeing how it works. But in the meantime, let's see how this built it. So it says time-based trigger that activates daily at 8 a.m. Eastern. Web scraping to gather latest AI news from multiple sources. AI-powered news summarization and filtering. Slack message delivery with formatted news summaries. Okay, so let's go for it. You can see it right here. It's Mastra, right? So basically, this agent that is going to go aggregate all the news, all the automation system is basically using Mastra. So it uses the workflow of Mastra to power this. So I need a Slack bot token here. I'm just going to go ahead and create a Slack application real quick from scratch. I'm going to call this AI news. So to create app, I'm going to give the app a few scopes here. So it should be able to chat, and that's about it. All right, then I can go ahead and install into my workspace, allow. Now I can grab my user bot token and go back to Replit and, throw that in there. Continue. Seems the agent is ready, but so here's the workflow. Okay, so this is a time-based trigger. So let's test it out and see how it runs. So it's going to go fetch some news, scrape some content, summarize the news, and then it's going to send it over to Slack. All right, so let's check our Slacks. It did send it to general. So this was the app right now. So today's AI news. Okay, so this is all powered by Mastra. So just wanted to show you a quick example of some other thing. I mean, in the last video I made, we talked about like how to build like a Slack based event. This one is simply a time based event. And you can see it. And if I hit the publish now button, this is just basically publishing my solution, like straight up, like it's ready to go. So I can put a description. So every day at 8 a.m., something like that. And this converts to a cron job, which is amazing as well. And then it gets to deploy. So, and this is really what you're looking for when you're building. So it's using Mastra behind the scenes. So because Mastra has that sort of workflow capability, so it's using it to do it. And because you can build agents within it as well, you can sort of build agents in the workflows. We're just going to pause and wait for it to complete the build. And all right, so my automation is finally built out. So it's now deployed. And you can see, if I go into publishing, you can see that it's been deployed. There's a schedule settings, sort of explaining when it's going to go out. Basically, that's it. I just wanted to quickly talk about Mastra and how it's powering the Replit agent, so you could kind of understand or get a sense of how it's being used. But I would say really easy to go into Replit and just use that directly. Yeah, so curious to see what you build. Until next time, do have a great one. Bye.